Guys, I don't even know what to say. This is nuts. This is nuts at this point. Look, our ability as individuals to handle certain news based on status alone at this point in time, it's getting out of control. We need to look at this from a worldwide perspective. Let's break it down. The NFL is a job. We gotta stop acting like it's anything else. It is a job. You get paid to do a job. Soldiers fighting for freedom. Firemen running into burning buildings. Cops patrolling the streets with criminals. Oil rig workers. Crab fishermen. People that cut down trees. Loggers. There are plenty of jobs, even something as simple as running a sales route to where you have a lot of time in your car on the road, your chance of an accident is high. Every job on earth, even if it's small, has some degree of risk of losing your life. You just have to get over this. Everything on earth, there is risk, and it stinks. I want to live in a perfect world. I don't want to see DAMAR HAMLIN hurt. I don't want to ever see a football player get hurt. I just want to watch a good game. I want all my family and friends to never get in car accidents. I want my pets to live forever. It doesn't happen that way. And this whole Hamlin situation is something I've never seen before. People are putting their whole life on pause. People that have no connection to not only Hamlin, but sports in general are putting their life on pause. I've seen people react more negatively towards this Hamlin situation than losing their own family members. And people are saying, well, dude, you just don't have any sympathy. You're not compassionate because this is different. You just don't understand. This is not an injury. This is a man's life we're talking about. I get it. But what happens when a soldier who's had his friend by his side fighting for freedom for 5 years, all of a sudden, boom, gunshot goes off. He looks a foot to his right, shot right in the head. His buddy that he fought all those wars with is now bleeding out in front of him. Is that not traumatic? Firemen, multiple, show up at the scene of a burning house. Top floor collapses. Burned alive. They lose a fireman in front of them. What happens when there's a fire the very next day? Do you think those firemen are just going to call it off and sit at the firehouse and not go to the fire? I mean, cops get shot by criminals. Shot in the torso and the leg, shot twice, bleeding out at their car, on the radio, trying to get to dispatch to save their life. Do you think police are just not going to go patrol the streets the next day? I mean, we are dropping everything for an individual football player that isn't even dead. There is a chance he will pull through. I am praying he pulls through. I actually pray a miracle so extreme that he gets to play again this season. Maybe even in the Super Bowl. How good of a story would that be if he comes through, gets through this situation, gets back on the field late in the playoffs, wins a Super Bowl? Would be arguably one of the better stories in sports. That's what we all want to see, but the issue is the fact that we are dropping our entire lives and acting like this was our best friend. If you guys are having a hard time dealing with a millionaire athlete who signed up for a dangerous sport who got critically hurt, if you're having this difficult of a time with this, then you're going to have big problems in your life. You're not going to be able to handle a lot of stuff. With the pandemic, there's a lot of stuff coming in our lifetime. It's going to get ugly out here. And if you can't handle a football player getting critically injured, yikes. I feel pretty bad for you. You're going to have a really, really rough life. You just got to get over it. I mean, this is just nuts to me how people are coming online saying, I know you guys want to see videos today. I personally refuse to post anything until we know this man is alive and healthy and happy. I mean, this is crazy. I get it. Suspend the game the first night. Let's all take a breather for a night. But here we are the next day, and people are even worse. People are losing their mind, basically saying we should pause the whole world for an individual football player. It's a business. It is a business. And that is not to show a lack of compassion for this player. This is a business. There are a lot harder jobs, a lot more dangerous jobs that do not have millions of dollars in compensation. You wear a helmet and pads because this is dangerous. There's a chance. It sucks when it happens. We can't get over this. It stinks every time. This is tough. This is tragic. But it is a business. It is what you sign up for. I will gladly go wear a helmet and run across the middle of the field and risk my life for that amount of money. I will do it. And it's not that this is a sad turn of events. This is just sad that so many people in worse positions are not showed the compassion that a millionaire celebrity football player is showed right now. That's what I can't understand. We lose cops, we lose heroes, we lose a lot of people in our lives, we lose pets. It sucks every time. But it seems like the whole entire world, people that don't even follow sports, want to put their life on pause and go on the internet and crucify anyone who doesn't agree with totally trying to just freeze time. And just everyone stand still. No one move until this guy is alive and healthy and happy. I mean, what are we doing? Move on. We got to get this game scheduled. Now, you can leave comments below. Go ahead. Tell me that I'm not compassionate. Look, I watched the game live. I saw it happen live. Last night was not fun. I said a prayer. And like I said on this video, I hope this guy can actually play in the Super Bowl. But we got to get this game scheduled. This is a business. The NFL, entertainment business. You got to get on the field. You got to move on. I mean, you just have to get over it. If it was in the middle of the season, you have a little bit more wiggle room. There are a lot of games this coming weekend that will be played differently depending on the outcome of this Bills-Bengals matchup. You have to get the job done. It's a job. Go to work, get this thing scheduled, get this game finished. We will all, in the offseason, we can take a little bit more time, okay? If the bad news does happen, if the bad outcome does happen in the offseason or even during half times of some of these playoff games, we can do special moments for DAMAR. We can continue to remember him if he does pass. If he does pass, we can continue to show our support for player safety and all of those things as things move forward. We don't just pause everything that's happening for one individual. It's a business. Get that game scheduled. I want to see it done this week. I'll see you guys in the next video.